heart regulator. Jesus, 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 Jesus. He's all right. He'll make a way out of no way. I've learned how to lean and depend on Jesus. Young people, you've got to realize that every now and then you're going to face some difficult moments. But all praise be to God. You ought to look back over your life. Tell the enemy, my God is able. I said he's able. He's able. He's able to work it out. Look for the Lord. Look where he brought me from. He's brought me from a mighty long way. Am I the only one? Has he brought anybody from a mighty long way? Has he picked anybody up? Turned you around? Has he done anything for anybody? You ought to tell him he's able. He's able. I got clothes on my back, shoes on my feet. I'm so glad that he's able. He's able. He's able to fight my battle. Look what he's done for me. I might not be what I ought to be, but I thank God. I thank God. He picked me up, turned me around, placed my feet on solid ground. I'm so glad for what the Lord has done for me. That problem that I had, I don't have it anymore. I've got some other problems that I'm working on. But that old problem that I used to have, I don't have it anymore. The places I used to go, I don't go there anymore. The things I used to say, I don't say them anymore. Even though I got some things that I'm still working on. And y'all get where I'm coming from. That means that as long as you're living, you're not going to be perfect. As long as you're living, there are going to be new challenges on the horizon. As long as you're alive, you're going to have something to deal with. But all praise be to God. I can look back over my life and say, thank you, Lord. 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 I thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord. When I was sick and couldn't get well, he healed. He healed. He healed my body. Maybe he didn't heal your body. Maybe not your physical body. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad that he healed my spiritual body. He made a way out of no way. Has he made a way for anybody? Has he done anything for anybody? Has he done anything for anybody? Has he brought anybody out of anything? My God is able to carry me through. I'm not worried. Don't you worry about what they say about you. Tell them my Father's rich in houses and land. I might not live where you think I ought to live. I may not drive what you think I ought to drive. I may not wear the finest of clothes, but I heard in the word that somewhere, one day, when this life is over, all these earthly garments are going to rust away. All of these earthly things are going to fall into a state of disrepair. But I'm so glad that I've got somebody. I'm going to a place where the wicked will cease from trouble and the weary will be at rest. I'm so glad that one of these old mornings, when this life is over, that I said fly away, going to a place where I cannot be deceived, where the treasures of this present life will soon fade away. Some folk would rather have silver or gold and wealth untold, and other folk would rather have bling bling. But I'm so glad that I've got a crown waiting on me in glory, not made by man's hands. Bling bling, people will steal. Bling bling, you can lose. Some bling bling will change color, but all praise be to God. I've got a crown waiting on me. Not made by hands. And I'm so glad that you can't put a value on that crown. Tell somebody, I'm going to a place to receive my reward, but not here. You've got to realize that there are many things that are deceiving us. Things that you think are important, that the world thinks are important or not important to the Lord. It's okay to have stuff. I believe the Lord wants us to have the best that we can have. But when you allow it to get in your way, church ought to be full of folk. Some of us playing with our stuff. And Professor, I can't come back because I got to get my stuff out this afternoon. And sometimes our stuff means more to us than the Lord. Then we know we have a problem. All of that stuff is going to pass away. You can wipe and shine on that car all you want to. But it ain't going to look like that forever. It's all right to take care of the things that God has given you, but when you allow it to become your God, that you can't give back to the Lord, when you allow people to come between you and the Lord, there's a problem with that. I love my wife dearly, but ain't nothing going to come between me and my Jesus. And you ask me why? Because of what he's done for me and what I know he can do. We need to be careful not to be deceived by these false treasures that are leading us astray. And you're not the only one. Preachers need to be especially careful. We live in a day and time where we're more flashy than we've ever been. You know, stuff hanging off of us, coming up behind us and beside us, and helicopters and all that stuff. And I'm just amazed because everywhere Jesus went, he walked. But yet we have become a people have put value on the wrong things. It seems to be more about the image we cast than casting the image of Christ. I just pray, I thank God that the Lord keeps me humble because he puts enough stuff in our pathway to keep us from reaching after those things. I'm so glad for that. I'm glad I don't have more than I need because God knows exactly what I need. That I wouldn't be doing something crazy every Sunday morning. I thank God. You don't have to make any grand entrances, swinging from the lights and coming in on parachutes and all of that stuff that people are embracing, and congregations going crazy over it. Running outside and preaching, running around the church on the outside and folk on the inside and all this stuff that's going on now. You don't have to do that. By virtue of knowing who you are, being a child of God, all of that stuff will pass away. And the church is at the forefront because I can even hear Jesus say, yeah, y'all keep on acting the fool. I'm coming back soon. And see what we have to realize, that all of that man-made stuff, that's all it is. It's man-made. You come as you are and allow the Spirit of Christ to speak to your heart. Knowing who you are and who you belong to is more important than trying to emulate somebody else. If you don't feel it, you ain't got to run because they running. You ain't got to flip because they flipping. You got to let the Spirit move on you. But so oftentimes in life, a great deal of what we do is based on what we saw somebody else do. All of it ain't the Spirit. When you see folk falling and running into stuff, you know it ain't the Spirit. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful of what we do. And let us not make a mockery out of God's house. Because if we believe in the power of the Lord and the Spirit of Christ, he'll lead us individually and one by one. Let us not be deceived because God is not mocked. Let us remember that there are